it's Emily here. Thank you for clicking on my video. Welcome to my channel. You can tell I do not have my 4 front teeth here. What happened was I was in a car accident and my face hit the steering wheel, knocked out my 4 front teeth. I wanted to empower anybody out there that is going through something that I'm going through, or going through any type of physical appearance that they do not like about themselves and they feel really self-conscious about. I went about 2 months without my fake teeth. At that time I really got into makeup and hair because it was kind of a coping skill for me, and I got into a lot more crafts because it really helped me get through my process of it all, and I just want to share that with the world. And anybody who is having a physical flaw that they do not like about themselves and they can't necessarily hide it, you need to embrace that and just own it and be who you are. And I make jokes all the time. I just really embraced it and owned it and just was like, you know what, I can't help this. If anything, I'm just going to move on and be stronger because of this. I just want to really inspire people to do the same that are going through something similar. So today I'm going to do a makeup tutorial, and it's just going to be kind of everyday little tips that I use. Please enjoy. Alright, let's get started. I'm going to use IT Cosmetics CC cream. It's more for, CC creams are more for color correcting. The thing about makeup is it really just depends on your face. There's so many things that depend on your face. So you can't just look at a YouTube video and be like, oh, I'm going to do exactly what they did, because it's not going to work for you. I kind of just bounce it around like this, like you would with a beauty blender, to get it in there. And then I do little swirly motions after, like, I can't see it anymore, you know? And you always want to go up on your neck. An old lady explained it to me one time, you know, if you look at an old man and an old woman and they're the same age, the woman is going to have a really saggy neck, and the man's going to have a, not a saggy neck. And it's because men, when they shave upwards. And women, we just naturally go down. So now I'm ready for my eyes. You want to always make sure that you put primer on your eyes. I just personally like to use primer because I just think it works better. I think, especially with intense colors, it pops them out more. It helps your colors blend better. Not a whole lot, just kind of put it on there. And this primer is Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. And then I just kind of use my finger. LS eyeshadow, and it's the color Teaser, and it's just a light brown color. Kind of depending on what kind of look I'm going for, but for an everyday kind of look, I just go with a kind of brown taupey color. And I just always make sure that my hand is at the end of the brush, and I start at the outer V, and then I just kind of work myself with wind swiper motions and go back and forth, kind of bringing it up to the brow bone, just giving that a little bit with that for next time. Really messy with my eyeshadow, that's why I do my concealer last, so I can clean up that fallout. Now I'm going to use Pixie by Petra, this pink and purple shade. It may look brown in the thing, but that's fine. And then I'm going to go in with my Luxie 239 Precision Shader and take that purple color. Make sure you always wipe off the excess. Hand on bottom of the brush. I forgot what this thing was called. Start at the outer V. Gonna put a little bit more pressure into this color because I want it to be a little more defined. And get that outer V, and then pull it into the crease a little bit. I'm gonna go in with the shimmery pink shade. And I'm going to use my Harry Potter wand. So top off the excess. And I'm just gonna kind of pack it. Start at the middle, then go to the corner. Now that I got both eyes done, I'm gonna take a clean finger and just kind of blend those two colors in the middle, you know, kind of make it like a umbrella, like a blah, blah, blah. Could you understand anything I said? Probably, it's okay. Take my Elizabeth's Mott blending brush, and I'm just gonna kind of get rid of those harsh lines. So I'm just going to do little circle motions all around. I don't know if you can see, but look how much nicer, this is really shitty camera quality, so I don't know if you can see, but look how much nicer this one is compared to this one. This one just looks so much more harsh, and you don't want that, so just kind of blend it out like so. I do things a little bit different than most people. I do things, my order that I do things are a little bit off. So next I'm going to do my eyebrows. I really love this Stay Put Brow Color by Milani, and it took me a really long time to find an eyebrow thing that I like, and it's so frustrating because these things are expensive. I always start at the bottom, and I just kind of want them to be a little bit more defined and a little bit longer. It came with this little brush with a spoolie on the end. I'm just gonna put a little bit, and I think it's pretty good. Start here and just kind of line it. I want my tail to be a little bit longer, so, and then when I go up top, I don't start where I start on the bottom. I go a little bit further, so I start about here, so it looks more natural, and then I meet at that end there. And then I've done this enough times where I know where I need to stop, but if you have trouble in figuring out where you need to stop, take a brush, put it on your nose, and kind of line it up to the outer V of your eyelid, and wherever it stops, that's where your eyebrows should stop. Don't ever feel like you need to put on makeup. It should always be just a thing that you want to do because it's fun, and want anyone, especially young girls, to get the wrong message and think that you need to put on makeup. Because there was a time where I felt like I had to wear makeup to be accepted, and that's just not okay. You need to take your spoolie brush and kind of blend it out, brush up, and then kind of brush out and down, kind of get it to the shape that you want. If you want kind of a more wispy look, you can leave it like that. I like it to be more groomed, so I just, you know, push it that way. A little upward strokes on the end here to kind of fill in those sparse areas. So my brows aren't perfect. They aren't going to be perfect, and that's totally fine. You know, they shouldn't be twins. Some people say your eyebrows need to be twins. No, they need to be sisters. They're not gonna, just like your eyelids are not gonna look the same. This one is a little bit more drooped than this one, so it's not gonna look the same. This one's more arched than this one, and it's fine. That's totally normal. Don't feel weird because you have something like that. Not everyone has a perfect face. I mean, some people do, but screw those people. Okay, Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. Probably shouldn't use waterproof for everyday use, but I just really love this concealer. But normally I would say do not use waterproof stuff for everyday use because it can be very harsh on your skin because it's harder to take off. But it also just kind of depends on what you use to take off your makeup. When you do concealer, you do want to do a you want to do a triangle under your eye, so you have that more like open eye effect. But because this goes such a long way, I just put like 4 dots, and then I put 1 dot underneath my eyebrow, and then I put a little line over it. Contour W07 brush from Slumish Glam. And I just kind of make a V with this. See how much that went? I don't know if you can see, but it went so, and then just kind of bring it up. Put a little bit on your nose. I don't even think I need 4 dots. I just needed like 3. Okay, and then pick up that fallout of eyeshadow, cause I'm messy, you know. I don't like how that brush was blending, so I'm just going over it with a beauty blender, and I dampened it. I need to clean it. And that's another thing that's really frustrating about makeup, is it's like, why isn't this brush working very well? Why is it not blending well? It's because your brush is freaking dirty. Some of these things I've never used before, or haven't used in a certain way before. So never change up anything when you're waking up in the morning and you're doing your makeup routine in the morning, because you will mess up and it will just ruin your whole day, because you'll go to school or work with shitty makeup or no makeup at all, because you end up just getting frustrated and take it all off. So just always practice before and get it down, so that when you do get ready in the morning, it's just flawless and you look amazing and you feel good about yourself. Now I'm gonna do the rest of my face. Take my Park Ave Princess Amazonian Clay Waterproof. Oh, it's waterproof? That's awesome. I didn't know that. But it's by Tarte. Then I'm gonna take my Luxie 514 brush. I use this for bronzer and blush. Probably shouldn't, but whatever. So I start at the top of my ear, and then I just kind of go down. Someone's calling me, I'm not answering because I don't know who it is. And I just kind of stop halfway. It kind of depends on your face shape. So you just kind of need to figure out what looks best for you. And you shouldn't put really, like, this is a pretty light shade and I'm pale as fuck, so like I don't need a dark shade. I'm going to go in with Tarte Party. I'm saying that because it has like so many A's. And it's just a very light, kind of rose color. I just put a little bit, always tap out the excess. And because I have like more of an oval face, because I have more of an oval face, I always was told, put it on your apples of your cheek. And I did that for the longest time, and I'm like, I feel like it was so prominent, and I didn't like it, so I started researching it, and it said, you know, if you have ovals, it should be more, if you have an oval face, it should be more back towards your face, and now I'm like barely touching my face. I'm just kind of going like this. So I'm gonna use my Milani highlighter palette. I'm gonna go with my purple color today. And I have this brush by Moda, and it's so beautiful. It's like a mermaid, and I love mermaids. Just put a little bit, tap off, and then put it, you know, over here. Just kind of tap it, brush it away with the fine brush. And if you don't have one of these fancy brushes, you can take a regular brush and you can pinch it together and put a bobby pin in it, and it does about the same effect. That's kind of a cheap little trick there for you. And then I put a little bit underneath my eyebrow, on my eyebrow bone there, and then and put it on my Cupid's bow and all. I just put it all over my lips. There's this lip cream by Tarte, and it's the color Wonder, and I got it from Ipsy, and I really, really like it. It's a really nice color for me, and it's not sticky. It feels good. It's pretty moisturizing too. When I do my Cupid's bow, I kind of do like an X. To define that Cupid's bow. The thing about not having teeth is I don't have to worry about getting lipstick on my teeth. I have learned though that if I'm putting lipstick on, to put my fake teeth on after my lipstick has dried, because if I put it on right now, if I put my fake teeth on right now, it will get all over my fake teeth, and it is so hard to wash off lipstick on fake teeth. I know that almost all of you on here will not know that feeling, but it's horrible. So now I'm going to take their Real Mascara from Benefit. So whenever I do my mascara, I start at the base, obviously, and then I blink and then go up. And then as I'm doing that, I'm doing a little wiggling motion. And that kind of helps volumize it and give it that curled, long, what? Y'all know what I'm trying to say, okay? A cheap trick is if you have tweezers, which everyone should have tweezers, you just kind of use those to separate your eyelashes. I'm going to take this gold color.
Again, from my Milani highlighter palette.
I'm going to do that a little bit, but I'm going to take quite a bit of it, and I'm just going to kind of do that all over. And you want to make sure your lips are dry before you put this on, because it's just a very nice rose gold look. The last thing I'm going to do is put on Master Fix Stay Studio Wear Boosting Setting Spray. Just spray a few sprays, don't soak your face. Make sure your mascara is completely dry when you do it. So I'm not going to put it on right now because I want my mascara to dry, and this video is already long enough as it is. But you want to put about 6 or 7 inches. I read somewhere that you should put it like 14 inches, and I'm like, how does it go that far? Like, I don't understand. This is the final look. So thank you guys for clicking on my channel and clicking on my video, and I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching it all the way through. I know it probably was pretty awful to watch, so I'm sorry. But if you have any feedback for me, I would gladly accept that. And I mean, don't be a dick, okay? But just give me a little bit of feedback, tell me what you think, and hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna be doing so many videos. I have so many ideas for you. But I reach a few people and inspire them or help them in some way. That's all that's worth it to me, and that's all I care about. Is I just want to help people and inspire people and have fun with this. Like, that's all I'm doing. I'm having fun. I had so much fun making this. Have an amazing day and stay beautiful.